EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Russell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this game of art, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Now 2nd and 5.
19-2. Nice go.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step. Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Mustang 19. Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now Richardson. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Trap 60. 70 Lions.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Browns nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Russell. That's taken in, Isaiah Bond. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Russell. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Come on. Let's go.
On first down, Joyner. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Russell. And Brown's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 39. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
19 sight. That's 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, come on. 19 lock, Cougar 19. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Play action. Now Richardson. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 7 Bronco 80.
Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mustang 19, Charger 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
9, 70. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 8.
Richardson looking to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Let's go.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
70.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Hey, York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Russell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and get in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
42-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Come on. Check. Cowboy 80. Back. Left. Back. No. Check. Ready.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
70 Ranger. Ready.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard pickup.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
You're entering to the points per drive ratio. That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Russell. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Okay,
2nd down and 4. They'll try the left side. Joyner. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Got it. Ready?
3rd down and 1.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Russell. The kicker here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw. Russell. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Checks it down to Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to lead this first running back. It's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Cowboy 80. Trap 50. Trap 50.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 4th down, Russell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. Now that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21. Yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, Richardson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On the ready. 60 by 6. Here we go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he completes it to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Okay,
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
get it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Come on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here we go. Set. 7. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Richardson going to change the play here. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check smash, check smash.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Go street. Hot Warrior 70.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Caught. It's Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the gun to give the Brown. And strong run there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they'll accept that penalty.
To kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on third down, Russell. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Russell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Rig alert, rig alert.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run for Brown on second down. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And a short... up there down to about the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Street. Gravity Lions. Let's go.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
60 vices, 60 vices.
On 3rd down, Joyner. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An inside run with Jenkins. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Big play there. 67 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
38. Browns 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Again, it's Taylor. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Shut up. Cowboy 80.
Running left, Taylor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So this one winds up in India.